remember the sneers, the laughter echoing in my ears long after they faded. "A painter? Are you serious? That's a joke!" my brother scoffed, eyes rolling so hard I thought they might fall out. My parents shook their heads, the disappointed look etched deep into their faces, as if I'd committed some heinous crime. "You're embarrassing us," my mother whispered, voice trembling with shame. It was like I'd announced I was trying to build a spaceship out of cardboard. Ridiculous, naive, destined to fail. But I couldn't let their words drown me. I knew, deep down, that this was my truth. I saw colors no one else dared to see, stories waiting to be painted onto blank canvases. I believed that if I pushed hard enough, if I fought through the rejection and mockery, I could carve out a space in this world that was mine. So I left. I packed my bags, left the comfort of family's disapproval behind, and threw myself into the chaos of an artist's life. I painted in dimly lit studios, burned through every dollar I had, and faced endless rejection. I was told my work was unoriginal, too weird, not good enough. But I kept going. Every failed exhibition, every harsh critique only hardened my resolve. I used the pain as fuel. I stayed relentless because I knew I wasn't just chasing a dream. I was fighting for my soul. Years flew by in a blur of brushes, late nights, and relentless pursuit. I struggled, financially, emotionally. Socially, friends drifted away. Family dismissed my ambitions as childish fantasies, but I kept creating, kept believing. Slowly, recognition found me. My paintings, once considered strange, started turning heads. Galleries wanted my work. Critics praised my style. I was finally making a name. And then, one day, I did it. I made it big. An international exhibition, sold-out shows, collectors eager to own a piece of my vision. My name was in lights, my art in magazines. I had become what they mocked. The artist they said was embarrassing, ridiculous, never going anywhere. But I didn't forget where I came from. I knew I had to go home, not just to show them, but to confront the ghosts of their doubt. I wanted them to see what their scorn had almost killed. I returned to that small town, my heart pounding, as my mind replayed every cruel word, every dismissive glance. The day I walked into the house, I saw them, my family, waiting in the living room, eyes wide, faces pale. My parents looked at me like I was a ghost, a stranger. My brother's jaw clenched, trying to hide a mixture of shock and envy. I could feel their judgments, their doubts, swirling around me like a storm. Then I turned on the display in my hand, images of my latest exhibition, the glowing reviews, the sold-out pieces. I watched their eyes widen, disbelief dawning on their faces. My work was no longer ridiculous, no longer a joke. It was real. It was mine. I took a step forward, voice steady but filled with quiet power. "You told me I'd fail, that I was wasting my life chasing a foolish dream. Look at me now. I proved every single one of you wrong. This is what passion, perseverance, and refusal to listen to doubt can do." Silence hung heavy as they observed the truth. My mother's eyes welled with tears, her hands trembling. My father's face softened, a flicker of pride breaking through his skepticism. My brother looked away. Maybe ashamed of his past judgments, maybe realizing the depth of my sacrifice. I didn't need their approval anymore. I had already earned it, through blood, sweat, and tears. But standing there, I felt the weight of every moment I'd been told I was ridiculous, every cruel word that almost broke me. And I knew, in that silent, powerful moment, that I had won. Not just in the art world, but over myself. I had become the person I was always meant to be. Bold, relentless, unbreakable. And as I turned to leave, I looked back at them, my family who once doubted me, and whispered, "This is only the beginning." Because I knew, without a shred of doubt, that the greatest victories are born from the depths of rejection, and I had risen from theirs to claim my place in the world. That's the revenge that burns brightest, knowing you proved everyone wrong, not just with success, but with the undeniable truth that your passion is unstoppable.